Howdy ho, Stampers. Deb Valder here, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I'm going to show you how to do a card. Yes, I'm still doing Christmas cards. I have my last class on Thursday, so I just wanted to show you one of the cards that we're going to do. It has a few little cute details in it, like the pearls that are glittered, and my triple fork bow. Very easy card, fast to do, so it is still doable before Christmas. Today is the 9th, I believe, so you still do have time to do some of these. So let's get started. The first thing I started with was my card base, which is 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2 up here. The next piece I have is our gold foil paper, and I always cut out my insides so that I can use these for other projects, and today I used it to cut out several little joys, okay? So what I did was I just used my trimmer, my Stampin' Up! Trimmer, and I cut out the middle of that. So I'm just going to add adhesive to that, and then add that to my card base. So right here I'm going to use my snail. There we go. And add that to my card base. Just going to center it and add it. And you see, by cutting this out right here, again, you're just going to be saving paper, and you can use this for other projects. So it's just a very thrifty way to stamp. The next piece that I have is this navy blue piece, Night of Navy piece right here, and I used pop dots for that. So I just added some pop dots, and I'm going to pop that onto that right there. Now you see how fast this card is? Like I said, you can actually take and do a bunch of these and still get them out in time for Christmas. This is a nice flat card, so I know a lot of my customers are worried about using extra postage when you get into the bows and the embellishments, but this one is pretty flat, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. The next thing that I did was I cut out my frame from the Wonderful Frame framelits, and the wreath from the Wonderful Frame. I cut out the wreath from the Wonderful Wreath framelits. Okay, and I did that with our Designer Series paper stack. So I just took this one right here, and I also put on some mini glue dots, but before I add this to this, I have to add my gold ribbon. So I just took a length of ribbon, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start wrapping it around. So I put my Stampin' Dimensionals on here, and I'm going to start this right on the back, just like that. Alright, and then I'm going to wrap it around, add it to my dimensional right here, so that's going to kind of hold it in place, and then wrap it around again, and find another dimensional in the back. So I did put my dimensionals on ahead of time so that they can be the ones to hold my ribbon. And you just keep wrapping it around like this. And you can wrap it around as many or as few times as you want. It's going to determine how many pearls that you put on there. I think I'll layer that one right inside, maybe right there. And again, going around and grabbing a part of the dimensional, and I'm almost done. And last but not least, there we are. Let me see, I just want to change this piece right here because it's caught in that little hole, and I want it to look just as nice can be. Okay, and why is this giving me a little hard time right here? Alright, so we've got that wrapped around there like that. We're going to take and wrap this one around here like this. And I've got one more. Wrap it around here like that. And find a dimensional on the back. There we go. Now we're just going to trim off this little piece right here. And because I already have my dimensionals, that is my adhesive to add this to the card. So I'm just going to lay this down here like that. And you see I have the dimensional, so it gives it some layer. This is the piece I want to cover because for some reason that was the part that was giving me the hardest time. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to actually put my bow there. But now what I need to do is I need to add some pearls. But what I did with my pearls ahead of time so that I could do this is I put my Gold Glitz Dazzling details on it. So I'm going to show you how I did it, but these 5 right here are actually already done. So what I did was I just take the glitzy stuff and just kind of spread it on and then let it dry. And depending on how thick you get it, it depends on how dry it is. Now, you'll see that it's not perfect. It's kind of hanging off here. After it dries, you just lift it up and just trim around the outside of it, and then they look like this. I did add a couple of mini glue dots on the back of that just to be sure that they're going to adhere to this. And then what I did was I just added them in between my gold ribbon. This is my 1/8 inch gold ribbon. And like I said, you can put as many on there here as you want, but what I'm doing is actually putting them in between each one of these. And then I'm going to put my bow here, so I really don't need any here, but if I need an extra one, I have that one that I didn't finish right there. So now what I need to do is I need to make, oops, I don't want to get this on my card. I need to make, that's a triple fork bow. So what I did was, I already made one ahead of time, but I'm going to show you how I did it. I took my 1/8 inch gold ribbon, and I just started it. I went over, on my pick, I went over 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I'm going to take it and go over, my middle is 3, so I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to go, hang on, I'm going to go in 1, 2, 3, and out 3, and then I'm going to go in 3, and out 3, and I'm going to do it one more time so I have a triple bow. In 3 and out 3 if you want to do a quadruple bow, and one last time you have to go in, okay? So you end up back where you started from, just like if you were doing a regular fork bow. We're going to cut this off, and then I'm just going to take this, lay it over, and go into the bottom. I'm going to pick up all of the layers because I'm going to go up through the top. Again, 1, 2, 3. This is the middle of it. I'm going to take this bottom one, lay it down, and just tie it in a nice tight bow. Or not bow, but just a nice tight knot. So I only tie it once. That's all you need it. You want to make sure that that is extremely tight. You're going to slide it off, and it will look like this. All right. So this is our triple fork bow. I'm just going to take a mini glue dot and add that to the bottom of it, right here. And see how that covers up that one little spot that I just couldn't get to lay right? I'm going to take and I'm going to trim those off. So there's my bow. You can fluff it. And now all we need to do is add the joy. Now on this one, I just laid it flat. I used my self-sticking, the adhesive sheets. I ran it through with my joy. I ran my adhesive sheets through it, so that lays flat. But this one right here, what I did was I used this piece of paper that we cut out from the inside, the gold ribbon, and I ran it through the Big Shot. I'm going to take and pull it out right here like this, and I do that with my little paper piercer. That's what these extra little holes are here for, so you just pierce them through. I do add a piece of wax paper for the inside of it, and I leave that wax paper in there so that it just always pops out. It just pops out really easy when I use my paper piercer. And then with this one, what I decided to do was I decided to put, I rolled up little mini glue dots to give it dimension, but not have to cut all of the, I don't have to cut all of the dimensionals, okay? So all I did was I just rolled, let's move this up just a little bit, there we go. Okay, so, oops, I need one more right here. So what I did was, I took my mini glue dot, and I just rolled it, and then just added it to the back of this, and it's so much easier than trying to cut dimensionals. And do you see how much pop there is between the two of these? This one is popped right up, so it gives it more dimension, and this one just kind of lays flat. So that's my card for today. Easy peasy, really easy to do. Hop on over to my blog. I'll give you all of the dimensions and all of the product that I used in here. And I just say you better get going because time is running out. Take care, have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed my post.